Today is Friday. It is February 16th, and it's 8:36 p.m. And so we're gonna get to the point, be short and sweet.
Hi, Sue. Okay.
Okay. You need to focus, woman.
I'm focused.
Court. Calendars. We've sent out an email. Put on your calendar for court date. Our court date's March 21. We're going to keep reminding you as we get closer, but I want to make sure that as many of you show up as possible. I want to see a sea of retirees everywhere I look. Very, very important day. So please make sure you find your way to the courthouse. I don't care that you can't get in. If you can't get in, we're just going to fill up that room. We're going to fill up the waiting room. We're going to fill up all of the seating areas, the hallways. I don't care where you sit, stand. You're coming that day. Just be there, right?
That's right. That's right. Dress warm.
Yes.
If it's cold, hopefully we'll have a beautiful day. Come on.
March.
Global. Yeah. Well, listen.
Think daffodils.
That's right. Hey, I had 50 robins outside in my yard. So that's a good sign. I live up in the tundra here. Okay. The robins were here. Okay. So that means spring's coming.
Oh, no. Janice says UFT meeting next week in Boca Raton with Mo Group. I wish I could be there, but I don't know if the treasurer will let me go. But if you guys are in Florida, wherever that meeting is, you better be outside. You don't need me to be there.
Jeanette said it's March 21st is her birthday, her 77th birthday. Yeah, we'll have a big birthday celebration at the courthouse.
That's it. Happy birthday. Okay, so court date, check off the calendar. We sent out an email to 20-something people. We need to make sure that you're checking your email. Look for an email. Check for spam, yeah. And it'll come from nycretireesoos@gmail.com. Please check your email. And it is important that you do check, because we set up a seminar, Michelle and I, for 3 days next week to help you do some affidavits that we need from these specific people. So that is super important. Next, we need to know if any of you used your once in a lifetime at any time to change your healthcare plan. Now, pay attention. This is uber important because we get a million emails. And this, I don't need to know that you didn't. I need to know that you did. So if any of you used your once in a lifetime at any time, please send an email to NYC retirees with an S, OOS @gmail.com.
Right. So like you follow the magic 8 ball, you know, like in the kids thing. Right. Right. So
NYC retirees, OOS @gmail.com. In the subject line, write once in a lifetime.
Right.
And then in the body, you're going to say, hey, Michelle, hold on. You're going to say, hey, Michelle, I used my once in a lifetime. And please give her your cell phone number.
Yes. So I could call you. So if somebody's not sure what once in a lifetime is, like Marianne said, when this whole thing started, some people were in a panic because they weren't sure if we were going to win. So they took their once in a lifetime to change from GHI to Aetna or some other life insurance. Listen to me, health insurance, so that they wouldn't get stuck in that horrible plan that they were giving us, right? Which was the alliance, right? So we all know what happened to them. So yeah, and I remember giving out instructions because people were emailing like crazy. So again, for those that ended up doing that, just again, it's NYC retirees OOS@gmail.com. So again, just
type that in the chat.
Yeah, there you go.
Type it in the chat.
Hold on.
That way they have the email, nycretireesoos@gmail.com. Please do not just say, no, well, I didn't do it. We only need you to respond if, in fact, you did use your once in a lifetime to change your healthcare plan. Okay?
So, right,
Super duper important.
right, because we're using only that one so that it doesn't clutter up the mailbox, so that I can get to it. Because I love hearing from you guys in the other one, so it's easier for me to see things, you know, in this one, because this is kind of time sensitive, so it doesn't get lost. Because sometimes things get lost and then people think I'm ignoring them, and, you know, and that kind of upsets me. So, you know, I just don't want anything to get lost with this. That's why we're doing, so we have a couple of different emails that we use specifically for affidavits, and this is one of them.
Okay.
Right.
So that's good. All right. So let's figure out. So we did that one, the email.
Oh, and just to let you know, I'm just putting it in caps because I know you're all looking at the chat and it's tiny. So I'm just putting in capitals. It doesn't matter. It could be in any form letters. It'll go through. It's just, you know. So you don't have to ask. Okay. And it's a letter O, not a zero, O. Think, there we go. All right. Are you talking or I can't hear you? Are you just, did I lose voice? Hold on. Can you hear me? I'm not hearing you.
You're not hearing me?
Now I hear you. For a
Oh,
second
I had
there.
my-
Okay, that was weird because I'm like, is she mumbling or moving her lips and like
no, I
messing with
had
me?
my mic. I hit my mic off by accident.
Oh, okay, because I thought you're messing with me. Don't mess with me.
Sit here and go,
Yeah, that's what I thought you were doing. I'm like, she messing with me?
messing with you. Oh my God, you're nuts. All right, what else do we got? Came in a
Anyway,
little late. What's March 21? Sherry, March 21 is court. You've got to put it on your calendar. Court date.
uh,
That's what we got. I'll be inside. What should I tell Mulgrew? What should I tell Mulgrew from you? Well, I don't know if I could put that on here.
and from Facebook.
I don't know. Use your imagination, Eileen.
It's in Manhattan, Sherry. It's in
Hey,
Manhattan.
see, Jimmy, Carol says if I come to Boca, I could stay with her. Oh my gosh. Hi from Brooklyn. George, what's with the copays? Nothing yet. Nothing yet. We got 3 court cases we're juggling, George. Little by little, you're going to start seeing court dates. For the first one, this March 21 is for the 3rd case. It's the Bentkowski case. This is that nuclear option where the mayor took away all of our choices of healthcare plans, left the Aetna Medicare Advantage on the table, and that was the only plan that he wanted us to take. And then we filed that case in May 31.
May, June, yeah, it went in on June 7th, I think was the final, right. Yeah, yeah, we filed May 31st and then everything got finalized on the 7th of June.
Yep. I know. So what else?
So
Fundraising.
don't, yeah, fundraising.
Go ahead.
So go ahead. So donations. So yes, we have these court cases coming out, especially for the 21st. So, you know, we are doubling down with the lawyers. So I know we've been begging, or we've been like Jerry Lewis, and we've been asking for money. Even though I feel like I've been awake for 24 hours or so.
We need to
So
raffle something off. Like, I don't
I
know.
know, right? I know. And
Lunch with Michelle.
yeah, right. I'm in New York. I have doctor's appointments coming up. I'll be in Manhattan. Um, so, again, we need to have a push for donations, have your friends, dig through the couch with the coins and stuff like that. Because the bills are gonna be coming in. We need to, pay
Do a
these
little
bills.
fundraiser with your friends, encourage
Exactly.
those who haven't donated to donate.
Yes, yes, yes,
Look at what we've
especially,
saved them,
right,
not just the co-pays, but also they would have, if they were opting out, they would have been paying a premium.
right,
So,
right.
so let them know that and see if you can get those people that did not donate ever to at least donate something. I mean, grassroots is fine. They don't need to be big. I mean, see if you can get $5 or $10 from somebody, that'd be awesome. So, let's see what they'd come back with that.
Right. I mean, we understand it's difficult. Everybody's on a small pension. We get that. But even if everybody put in $5, $10, we get big donations. That's great. But again, every little bit counts. We've always said that. $10 a person, that's, it mean
That'd be good.
yeah, you know,
And from Manhattan again, so stressed, hard to deal with, but you deal with, hard to deal, but with you all the way, victory all the way. And there, don't be stressed. If you see me and Michelle stressed, then you stress. If you don't see us stressed, you don't stress, girl. I'm
don't
keep telling.
stress.
We got to keep telling Ann she needs gummy bears. Ann needs gummy bears.
So it's good. Listen, if you see me running, then you run. Then you run with me.
I know, I'm telling you. Peter Share, shout out to the 300 people running as a retiree advocate delegate. Yes. Okay. So we put out that email to say, like, get behind these people because they're going to try to take back their retiree chapter, move that knucklehead out of the way. What's his name? Tom Murphy, the one that's trying to, sell us snake oil and whatever, shill for Michael Mulgrew. So hopefully you guys are able to take back your chapter, and that would be an awesome thing. But power of the people, power of the retirees. Look, they organized 300 people to take back that chapter. Now they got to run for election. Let's help them get themselves out there. That would be kind of powerful, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Yes, absolutely.
So just like Janice said, so far, it would have been $191 a month times 12
Yep.
months. That's $2,292 just for 12 months. That's one person. Okay. So, we're not saying, donate $191, but even, $10 out of it or $22 out of that per person times 10,000
See
times
if you
whatever.
do like a fundraiser on your page and see if you can get others to, to match up or something.
Well,
Where are with
yeah.
thank you. So my bad because I did not post the thermometer, but I promise I will post it today. Go ahead, announce what our
No,
updated.
so Diane said plus the copays and the copays, right, and $15 for each office visit. But do you have the numbers?
You told me.
Oh, I
You want
know.
me
Okay, so right now the thermometer is, it's at
to-
161,000 on the thermometer. So that's where we're,
151.
right. So that's where we're at this week.
Yay.
So thank you to everybody that donated.
Yes, and we're gonna keep that going. I will post that thermometer up tonight. I promise I will not forget. So keep that coming. That's really good. Keeping us motivated and coming forward. What else you guys got? Are we missing something? Did we hit
No,
all of our points? I think we hit all of our points.
yeah, we really didn't have much. We just,
Support, donate, mails. Yeah. Reinforce, please, if you were one of those 20 something people we sent an email to about the seminars next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, you would have gotten an email from that NYC Retirees OOS email. Please check your email. We need you to be there. Michelle and I are going to help you do those affidavits. So please check your email, check your spam that you did not. And what I'll do is I'll post a list of the names on the Facebook page tonight and lock off that post when we shut the page down. That if you see your name on there, you know that you're one of those people that we need to see you Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday of next week. And you'll have an email that'll tell you the date and time of the seminars that we're holding to help you do your paperwork for that case, okay? With the link, the Zoom link, so that we could help you in person, like when we did these the last time, we did them on Zooms.
Right, and I did call a few of yous and I wasn't sure and I did have to find out some information. I only got to about, I think, 7 or 8. I did leave some messages, which is fine. You guys, I think one of the gentlemen I called, and that was one of the James Albano. He hit the once in a lifetime by mistake, but that was okay. And I told him I would call him back, but I don't know. I'm assuming he's watching. So you can join the Zoom, but I'll call him back anyway. Because I told him I'll probably need him anyway. So.
Who is this Thomas Barrett? You can send info. Can you send the info to donate to Thomas Barrett? Thomas, go look up top
Right.
and you'll see, or go to our website, nycretirees.org. And you'll see a donate button and you'll see a subscribe button. You can subscribe to our newsletter and you could donate right there. It tells you all the ways you can donate. So nycretirees.org is our website, Thomas. Navigate over to there when you can. Kindly share with us any updates regarding New York City Council members. Lizette, Gerald, there are no updates on City Council. But we are going to be rolling out probably another campaign in the next week or so. There's 2 more things coming. One is we are looking for people, and I probably got to go back to that thread, post that link. We had posted a link at some time where we had asked people who had had problems on Medicare Advantage, and we did have a few responses. We probably need to post that again and ask people if they have friends or family or they themselves had a negative experience in a Medicare Advantage plan. Or a parent who had a Medicare Advantage plan where there was an issue. That they couldn't get into skilled nursing or rehab. We did a story early on with a corrections officer that had a mom that had a problem, and I can't seem to find that. And I could swear we did a video on it too, and I can't find it. Where he wrote us a letter, read the letter.
Right,
Do
and
you
I think
remember
it's
that?
on, yeah, I think it's on your YouTube page somewhere. One of
So
your 100,000 videos.
it's like 300 something of them.
Oh,
And
good.
I'm slowing down and I keep getting asked for more, like people want them, but it's like, there's just so many hours in a day. That's all I see. Oh, excuse me.
March 21st, city's appeal case, correct? Yeah, that's the nuclear option, Janice. The Benkowski case. Yeah, that was the appeal. Not the one up in the state.
Well, Ellen, if we sent an email, we're only looking for about 25 people. If we sent an email to you from retirees, NYC Retirees OOS at Gmail, then that means that we need an affidavit from you, but we will be drafting them. So if you were one of those people that got an email from us at NYC Retirees OOS at Gmail, that means we need to have an affidavit from you, but we will be doing them. And we invited those people to a seminar with Michelle and I sometime next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So if you did not get one, that means for right now, you're not on that first run.
Right. So again, Marianne is going to don't clog up the email box asking me if I'm on the list. And Marianne is going to post the list when we close the page. So you can check to see if your name is on that first run. So, right. So if your name's not on the list, you're not on the first run. Once we get through that first run, because we're still going to ask them some questions and make sure that they complete the criteria and we get a hold of them, because some people didn't
Hmm.
answer the phone when I called. So, we're gonna move on because we gotta get it done. So then if we need a new list, I'll call and we'll get more emails out, before the first Zoom. So again, this will be a fluid thing, so check over the weekend if we have to add more names to the list, okay? And Mr. Thomas Barrett, 68, check your email. I just sent over the donation and the subscribe to our email. That should be coming over from New York City Organization of Public Service Retirees at Gmail. And that's that. Oh, it
That's
didn't come over. It didn't come over.
what?
Mr. Barrett, Thomas Barrett, 68 at Yahoo. Yeah, I wonder if he has a thing. It said mailbox not found. Yeah,
You spell it right?
yeah, maybe I spelled it wrong. Oh, I only put one R, my bad. All right, let me fix it. I
No,
tried.
Beverly, no one from city council yet stepping up yet. We're still working. Janet, should we invite our non-New York City retiree allies to the courthouse? Who would that be? Non-New York City retiree allies. I don't know who that is. Anne, step away from your computer for the weekend, Anne.
Oh, God.
There is no dealing. There's nothing to deal with. This is a part of life. Really. Stop stressing. There is no need to stress. Hello, Jack.
Oh, is that the whack? Hey, Jack.
Yes, Jacko. I know. You're welcome, Paula. On those surveys, was it for the individual or the covered family, i.e. husband? Well, you could have done the survey, one for you, one for him. But right now we have over like 4,000 responses. I've got plenty. Janet, if they want to come out, they can come out.
We will never say no to supporting us, okay?
It's an early night.
I know.
I'm not seeing any more questions.
What
Wait,
what email address should we use for MA problems? What MA problems?
what MA problems, Lisa? Wait, the ones I'm talking about? I'm looking for MA issues. You can email that to the regular org. Retirees at nycretirees.org. And in the subject line, write MA problem. Remember, we're looking to do some videos on issues with MA problems. I want to start stepping
Oh, okay,
up.
okay. I got you.
Yeah. So, and in the subject line, just put MA problem for Marianne, MA problem for Marianne. That way Michelle could just forward it. And it streamlines what she's got to look at. Because what we would
I'll look
like
at
to do is take these issues and start addressing them in videos. We want to highlight them, that these are problems, short, little, less than 10-minute videos. Can you tell us more about your VW bus with the princess tag? How long did it take you to restore it? Well, Ellen, I bought that bus in 2012 off of a college kid who was struggling to keep it running. And it was really in bad shape. And I pushed it in my garage. I used it for the farmer's market, and And then it just basically sat there. I ended up having to move my mom in and take care of my mother. And then when my when COVID started, I pushed it out of my garage and started YouTubing and reading on how to fix it. So it basically took me 2 years to restore that bus. And Michelle will remember because we used to do with the FDNY EMS retirees, we were doing once a month and once a week, then twice a week Zooms. Do you remember that? Like to keep everyone mentally healthy. And we were doing like, I would hold classes like on
Mm.
tie dyes and whatever. What?
Lisa Ford, my father just passed away with a $2.5 million hospital bill. Ay, ay, ay.
In a Medicare from a
Uh,
Medicare Advantage plan?
Yeah, yeah,
I don't even
yeah,
see it.
yeah, that's her. Yeah, yep.
Okay, we need to know about that, so please message me.
Yeah, and just before you keep going, Marsha Biederman, and yes, those times are Eastern Standard Time for the Zooms. We'll send out more info as I start getting answers on the other email address.
I could always send another one out saying EST.
Yeah.
Um, so anyway, I basically gutted that bus, and as like Michelle can tell you, when we were holding twice a week Zoom calls, um, remember Tommy Schultz, our old
Yeah,
lieutenant
I
from
know.
hazmat um rescue taught me how to solder and stuff online to help me, right, do the wiring. Do you
Yeah,
remember? And
yeah.
that's how I fixed up my bus. I sewed my own slip covers, and the bus was already painted. It just didn't have all the interior put back together. So I had to build the floor. And every week I would do something in Facebook Live, and then people would jump on and help me figure out stuff I didn't know. So it was literally, when I tell you it was a community project, it really was. And that princess plate was from one of those vendors on Times Square. So anybody could be a princess. So that's the story in a nutshell. And now it drives beautiful.
Right, I think we're
Janice Weiss, drive it to Del Rey and you could park in my condo parking spot and go to the UFT meeting in Boca next week. Oh my gosh, you're so funny. Zoom calls kept us together during yes, they did, Stephen. Yes, they did. It was very stressful because at one point we were doing twice a week to make sure people were mentally healthy. And some of them were pretty scary because remember that one time when Tommy fell off his chair?
I know.
And he literally fell, and we all of a sudden is like his when he fell, the lamp dropped and shorted out, and he was sitting in darkness. We're like, Tommy, are you there? And Tommy's like, yeah. We're like, where are you? He's like, on the floor. But we were what kept each other alive. We literally was, you're right, Stephen. It kept us together. It did. It absolutely did. Yeah. Now I have 3 soldering tools and I know how to solder because of Tommy Schultz. Is there a problem if we use the once in a lifetime? I used it for a few months with Aetna. It did not work out because my wife needed an operation, but Aetna would not approve a hospital. The doctor would not operate without the approval. So no, there's not a problem, but that's exactly why I need to know if you used your once in a lifetime, one, and I need that story too. So you definitely need to reach out to us, Jack Greenhouse, and to to um to us and tell us that. And in the subject line, you need to put once in a lifetime and story for Miriam. And Michelle and I will both help you.
Right. And these are the stories that we're looking for, is things like this. This is what we mean when we say we need to, know if you used your once in a lifetime and now you're finding out that you're having problems with the insurance company, because we knew that this was going to happen, because they made it sound like it was supposed to be so great, and now people are now having problems. So it's not, you did nothing wrong.
Right.
You did nothing wrong whatsoever. You did what was right for you and your family at the time, because you really thought that this was the best thing for you to do. But now, they lied, and, now you're suffering consequences of this. So again, this is why we need these stories. And, so please email us, so that we can get this in front of the court and explain, that this is the trickery. Well, I have a word for it, but I can't say it on Facebook because I'll get in trouble. But anyway, but yeah, no, these
Yeah,
are the things that,
it's not that you did something wrong. It's that these are little things that we're looking for to kind of help do some of the things that we're looking to do. And
right,
so that's why why we're asking.
right.
Mhm.
You did nothing
So when
wrong.
you send us an email and you just tell us this little short narrative, make sure you put your cell phone in the email so that we could call you back.
Right. No, Peter, I know, I hear you. But again, I know they say, you're lucky people don't have MA when things happen to them, because you wouldn't get it paid or this, that, and the other thing. And right, we know that. But again, nobody
Gerald,
did
what
it.
letter?
Hmm?
Gerald says, how about letter? What letter?
I don't know.
Until waiting for you to answer that question, Gerald, what letter you're talking about. Thank you guys for sending out the letter about the Warren letter. We will be sending an update out next week to do it again, because the deadline has been extended to the February 28th. So we need to push a few more people. Nadler signed on, Goldman signed on. Gillibrand has not. Schumer has not. So we need to get them signed on. And that's in the New York area. Ellen, the new RFP for actives and under 65 retirees has not been made public, so there's really nothing to say about that. And there is the litigation that was filed in court, and that's been public information now for several weeks. And yet, there's really nothing to say about that yet either. Meant letters for the bad words.
Oh, my favorite word I always say.
He wants you to say the letter,
No,
not the word.
it starts with an F, ends with a Y.
And rhymes with pluckery.
Yeah, there you go. My favorite word.
All right. So if political influences do not intervene, we will prevail on the merits as per Judge Frank. I hope you're reading his mind, David.
That's
Oh my
great.
God, you guys are nuts. I'm putting you in timeout.
And say it.
All right. So does anyone have anything else, or we're gonna call it a night?
I think we're gonna call it a night before we get in trouble.
Do you remember the last time when Jake went to First Department Court of Appeals, and we were doing a live stream, and we titled it that we were live streaming Jake doing oral arguments in the First
Oh, and
Department,
you got banned, right? And
and
you got banned.
and Facebook kept dropping our live feed and saying that we were making sexual references. And it wouldn't
Yes,
let it
yes,
continue. We must have started that live feed like 3 times until we called it something
yes,
different.
yes, yes,
Oral could have
yes,
one meaning.
yes, yes. I remember that. That was funny.
Oh my God. It wasn't at the time. We couldn't figure out why we kept getting booted. It
Right.
was nuts. Lila, yes, please answer my question, whether the courthouse will have room for. Lila, I can't tell you whether it'll have 1,000 guests. You just show up. The point is it's not meant to all sit down like ladies. You're just supposed to be there like a sea of retirees. Ah, Jake needs to wear a face mask. Yes, because the last time Jake was in court, when he was in the first department, it was during COVID and they only allowed attorneys in, and Jake was in a face mask. So
Yes.
were all the attorneys, so were all the judges.
Yep.
Just no courtroom is small for doesn't matter, Kathy. Doesn't matter. Remember the last time, every time we leave court, we all come back outside. Each side has 15 minutes. You're not going to be there long. Now, granted, courtroom opens at 1:45, court starts at 2. We are last on the docket, so we will be there for a little while. You don't need to get there on time, but it doesn't matter. Get there. Be there. We will all see you, whether you're in the courthouse or outside the courthouse afterwards. You'll have the update of how it all went, just like we do every time we leave court.
So the questions come. So last week we announced that, yes, Carol retired. Okay, because I see it going up. It's blowing up here in the chat. So yes, Carol retired.
Blow
And
up
yes,
anywhere.
yeah, there we got a couple. It's a couple between Kathy and Karen. Okay, so yes, last week
Kathy
we
and Karen.
announced. Yeah, so we got a new treasurer and we announced it last week, or actually
Yeah.
2 weeks.
James
Right.
Rallis,
James Rallis,
retired
right.
fire captain.
Right. So I guess you missed it last week and the week before. So yes, Carol retired.
And we
Yeah,
also
right.
reported that to you guys last week. So nothing new. I will be at the 25th Street. Thank you, Kathy. Good restaurants there, says Serena Mia. Very good. Thank you, Ellen. I know you'll be there.
Well, Kathy and Neil Napoli feel better. She missed it last week. She was sick.
William Shenton, the courthouse address is not 100 Center Street. If you didn't get the email, we will be putting it out again, but it's Madison. I think it was like 27 Madison Avenue, I think. But don't worry, we'll put it back out.
Yeah.
Okay,
Alrighty.
so that looks like about it. Everyone have a very good weekend.
Oh, and don't forget, Monday's a holiday.
Oh, we have a 3-day weekend.
Yes, we do. We have a 3-day weekend, so don't be scared that the page is closed Monday. So
No, George, you can't be sick of all this crap. If you're sick of that, then that means you're sick of us. You can't be sick of anything.
But it's President's Day. So got a 3-day
So
weekend.
go get out and spend some presidents.
There you go. There you go. Good sales. It'll be good sales.
That's it. Good sales. So everyone have a great weekend. We will update the page with the list of the 20-something people that should be looking for an email from us to have affidavits done next week. So check your email. If you see your name on that list, but you can't find the email, please let Michelle know, and then we will resend you the invitation.
Yes.
And we will also post the new thermometer.
Right. Okay. So again,
Did I cover all bases?
Yes, I think so. Everybody enjoy your weekend. Thank you, moderators, for moderating the page. Donate, 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 please. Have your friends donate. Tell them to donate. Push them to donate. We got legal bills coming. No, I truly appreciate you guys out there, because without you, we wouldn't be here. You can imagine.
And everyone say a prayer for Robert Benkowski, our lead plaintiff, is today he was having his surgery to remove his kidney. So,
okay, so
yeah, prayers for him for a quick recovery, hoping he finds a new donor and that his recovery goes well. So keep him in your prayers this weekend, and we will see you guys next week.
Alrighty.
Good.
Take care, everybody. Stay safe. Stay well.
Have a good weekend. Stay warm. Ciao.